Hey everyone, it's Riri from Untamed Outlaws. Here is our next recap video. We were going up against a level 1 clan. They were a feeder clan. Um, so we were able to beat them 44 to 38. It was a small war. It was only a 15 by 15. So this is what they did to us. We had 2 Town Hall 10s, 0 stars on the top one, 1 on Bama. Then they left ABC, a Town Hall 9 open, J, another Town Hall 9 open, and then everything else down. So for us, we actually 3-starred the top Town Hall 10 and 2-starred the second one, and then everything else was 3-starred on the way down. So I will go ahead and show you some attacks. So the first one that I'm going to show you here is Bama's first attack. He is a Town Hall 9 attacking a Town Hall 10, but it was another GHBH attack, so I wanted to show it. So he sends his giants in over there first where the queen is, with some wizards on the outside to create the funnel. Drops a poison on the queen just to slow her down. As soon as he breaks in through the wall, drops both of his heroes and the bowlers. The bowlers kind of started to go to the right, but there wasn't really anywhere else they were going to go since there's that dead zone there in the middle of the base. So the CC came out and ended up going over there where the giants were, and so it's kind of safe to say that those giants were going to be toast with a Valk, the couple Wiz, and the baby drag on them. But then between the poison, it ended up killing him off. Sent in just a couple hogs at the bottom to help clear some of that defenses up while they were distracted on the barbs that were down there and the king. But for the rest of it, Bama was really patient on his hogs. He had 9 left right now. Used the rage just to kind of get everything through that wall. And he's waiting until those defenses over here, the Wiz Tower and the Expo, start locking on the other troops before he sends the hogs in. So that way he's not wasting the hogs, because they would just go in there and just get destroyed by having 2 Wiz Towers and an Expo right there. So as soon as that Expo starts targeting and breaks in there, then he starts sending in the hogs. He goes ahead and drops a heal for him right there, even still, because those defenses ended up turning around and did start getting them, and nothing was close enough to those Wiz Towers anyways to draw those away. So he had 2 heals, and he just had to use them right there for the 9 hogs. Otherwise, he wouldn't have been able to make it. They did hit that last bomb there, but with only the 1 archer tower and the air defense left, they were able to take care of it. So I'll just fast forward here. And there is the 3-star. So the next one I'm going to show you is I Own You taking on number 6. This was his first attack. I do believe that he got a couple scouts out of it. So let me see if I can use the... So he drops a minion right here and a minion right here to create a really big funnel. And then with the wizards there, I felt like this attack was moving in slow motion when I watched it, but sends everything in to go straight up the middle. He's going to drop a jump right there. The CC troops come out, and since they come out on the Tesla pops, all 3 Teslas right there, he drops the heal for everything. Sends in a couple hogs while the defenses are distracted. Let's kind of work around. Drops the heal so the hogs will walk into the heal as they're going to the other defenses. He hit a double bomb right there, but that wasn't... his hogs had a pretty nice split, so he lost... I think he lost 5 or 6 there, which isn't the greatest, but luckily it wasn't a big ol' huge pack. He still has enough left, and the heal spell, and still had some cleanup troops on the back end that he was holding. Archer, a goblin, a wizard, just to make sure that he dropped him in a good location. So that was a fairly easy 3-star there for I. Okay, so the next, or the last Town Hall 9 attack I'm going to show you here is J. This was a cleanup attack for him. So J drops a golem, wizard up here, wizard down here. I know that my screen's kind of in the way, but I can't move it now that I'm writing. Sends the king in between the golems there. Jay likes to use Quake. He's not as comfortable with Jump, so this is a Quake. Govaho quakes it open, was able to take out double bombs right there. His Valks considered going up this way, but they did make it in. So he drops a heal for the Valkyries and then starts just sprinkling in some hogs at the top to work his way around. Now in this attack, I know that myself, because he had a 3 split on his Valks. He's got his hogs. He still had 2 heals left. He just dropped another one. You kind of go, what do I heal? So he went with the hogs. The Valks actually end up getting some of it because they walk into it and everything kind of starts meeting down at the bottom. So even still, I don't know if I would call it luck, but he was able to actually swag a heal, which surprised me considering that his Valkyrie split up that much. Because usually 2 go this way, 2 go that way. You get some defenses hitting them and then they go down before too long. So, but he was able to get everything cleaned up there, and he did drop the heal right on where the town hall was to swag it out. Okay, so the next one I want to show you, this is C3 taking on number 10. This was another cleanup attack. He starts down at the bottom there. He surprised me because C3 usually uses Quake, even though I don't like it in a Town Hall 8. We kind of argue about it a little bit. And he didn't this time, and so that really surprised me. Might have been one of the first times I've ever seen him do a Govaho and not use a Quake. So he's got all his Valks there in the core, still holding on to 2 heal spells. Drops the heal right there, is able to get the hogs and a couple of the Valks that are over there beating on the wall. And then the other 2 end up walking in when that wall breaks. So he was able to heal everything with just that one. And then he drops his last one where they're going to be. Loses a few hogs to a spring trap there, but he still has 4 left, and so that's more than enough to take out this cannon and then help do the rest of the cleanup of the trash buildings. Okay, moving on to the next one. This was Weston. I don't think that this was a cleanup. I think that this was his fresh hit, and he did a Goho. I know this was his original target, but I can't remember if somebody else hit it before him. So he sent one hog in there trying to lure the CC, didn't get it, and so he made a wise decision there and then just said, forget it, I can't get it, I'm just going to start my attack. And the CC starts to come out, drops his poison there. The couple were targeting the golem, and then the dragon decided to go after the king, so he kind of lucked out because he only had we had 2 wizards left there, and I think the dragon would have just destroyed those, and then he would have possibly been in trouble. So he starts his hog deployment from the other side, dropped about 6 of them, I think, maybe 6 or 7. In the one spot, they start working their way up. He drops a heal for him and has some others starting in the bottom. There's another 5 or 6 there, and then he's got the hogs and the CC to add to them. He's going to drop another heal for him right there, get him healed back up. And at this point, the only defense that he has left is the air defense, and then a Tesla just popped there in the center. So hit the double bombs at the last second, only caught a couple of them, dropped the heal there. I don't know if it was necessary, it was kind of funny. And then this person did the nice trick of let me have 2 Teslas and put a bomb right in between them. So maybe it was good that he healed right there, got him healed back up, because otherwise they might not have made it through that other bomb and could have went a little differently. The king probably could have went down there, but he might have run out of time or something, not having the hogs. Actually, I'm sure that he would run out of time with all those storages in the center there. So I will tell Weston one thing if he is watching this is possibly hold a couple of your wizards till the end. I do think you're taking just a few too many hogs, so if you want to drop a couple and pick up a couple more wizards to hold till the end, just so you know for sure that you can get those cleanup buildings, because nothing's worse if you got all your troops at the bottom and then you have all these storages and things at the top and they can't get to them in time. So that's just a pointer for me. It doesn't have to be. So the last one I'm going to show you here, and I don't show these very often, is Attack by Vic. And Vic still uses dragons, but I don't show them very often. But I thought, well, you know, I know there's people still out there using dragons, so I will show it. So he doesn't have his Dark Spell Factory yet, so he can't do a Zap Quake. He just has to do a Zap or the 3 lightning. Chose that air defense because the sweeper is facing this way and then comes in down here. So he puts 1 dragon here and 1 here to start the funnel. Once those buildings are down, then he starts putting them in the center, so that way the dragons will go straight in. So if 1 drifts off, that's okay. As soon as this air defense right here started targeting the dragons, he sent his balloons in behind it. The poison was a little off, so then he used his second one. Let's just, you know, drop the poison where the troops are going to be when they're coming to attack you, not where they are. So the balloons kind of did a weird split there, and sometimes if you're not exactly used to using balloons, you don't know the pathing that they're going to take. But they still ended up making it over there and taking that other air defense out. So as dragons are slow, I will do this ×2 here. So even still, with those level 7 balloons, and the way that they went, he was able to still keep up, I think that's 3 there, made it to the very end. Not that balloons are the greatest help with cleanup, but every little thing helps. Still had, it looks like, about 5 or 6 out of 10 dragons up. So that was just something that I wanted to show. Like I said, I don't show the dragon attacks very often. At Town Hall 8, we try to get people away from dragons. Vic hasn't been at Town Hall 8 all that long, so he's still working on it, and he's doing pretty well with his dragons. He's got his funnel down and everything. So when you're a lower Town Hall 8, dragons still work. Sometimes even higher up they do. But we just like to get people to get their hogs up, get their golems up, start doing Goho and Govaho attacks, because that's what you're going to need to do once you hit Town Hall 9. So other than that, let's just take a real quick look at how we did overall. So Bama got a 6-star war. Tim 1 3-star there. ABC had a ref war. I had a 1 3-star. Vader was pretty close. Surprising, he didn't get any 3 stars. That's not like him. But he's been out for a little while. His queen's been down, so we're told him he was rusty. Jay got the 1 3-star. White Ninja 6-star war. Weston the 3-star Shoju. Turtle 3-star. C3 the 3-star Shoju. And Huck a 3-star. Snake a 3-star. And then Vic had a 6-star war. So not too bad. I would say that isn't our best performance for sure when you see that few of people with the 6 stars. But I know that we cleaned up the bottom pretty fast, and so then sometimes that makes people, you try new things the second attack, and so that could be part of it. Not sure. Anyway.